Hello everybody, I'm Shreya Mishra and today we'll be looking at the third problem of TCET Shastra Coding Challenge 9A called Dream String. So in this problem, you are given a string of lowercase characters and you need to perform an operation on it where you take any character and replace all occurrences of this character with either 0 or 1. So if we take an example of this string and we take the character A, then you'll have to either make all the A's into zeros or all the A's into 1. And similarly with B, you'll either have to make both the B's 0 or make both of them 1. Now what the problem wants you to test is there any way that after performing this operation on the given string, that this string will end up as an alternate binary string. So let's look at the code for this. You need to take 3 inputs from the user, one for test cases. I've used scanner to take standard input in Java. Then I have taken t to input the number of test cases, and I've created a for loop which will run t times, and the whole code will be executed for each test case. Then I've taken the input of the length of the string, which is n, and the string itself, which is s. Now, for any string of length n, there can only be 2 possibilities for an alternate binary string. One where it starts from 1 and goes 1 0 1 0 1 and so on, and the second possibility where it starts from 0 and goes 0 1 0 1 0 so on. So what we can do is we can create 2 strings of length n and store both of these possibilities in those strings so that we can later compare our given string with them. So I'm creating 2 strings. String case1 is equal to, and I'm initializing it with an empty string. And also case 2, which will also be an empty string. Now I'm going to create a for loop which runs n times. So for int I is equal to 0, I is smaller than n, I plus plus. So if I mod 2 is equal to 0, basically if I is an even number, then case 1 plus is equal to 1. So basically we are adding 1 to the already existing case 1 string. So the ith index of this string will become 1 if I is an even number. So we will make all the even indexes 1 and all the odd indexes 0, and then do the vice versa for case 2. As you can see, I have created 2 loops, one for case 1 where all the even indexes will be 1 and all the odd indexes will be 0, and in case 2 all the even indexes will be 0 and all the odd indexes will be 1. So we have stored both of our possibilities in 2 strings. Now let's see for the operation that you have to perform on the string. For the approach for this will be, suppose we have a string a, b, a, c. So first of all you will check each index. If we are first we will compare it with this case, which is 1 0 1 0 1. You will check the 0th index of the string, which is a. You will check if this is the first time that a has occurred in this string. In this case it's true. Now if it's true, you will replace this a and all the other a's with the 0th element of this string of case 1. So all the a's will become 1. Similarly, this is the first time b has occurred, so all b's will become 0. When it comes to the second index, this a is not the first occurrence of a, so that means we have already made it 1. So we will just compare this index with the same index of the case 1 string, which is again true. When we come to the third index and compare this a, which we have already converted to 1, with the same index of the case 1 string, then this a is 1 but this is 0, so it will give false, and then we will proceed to compare it with this string. So let's write the code for it. So first I'm going to take a Boolean variable to test our strings, and I'm going to initiate it with true. Then I'll create a for loop again, which runs n number of times. And inside this for loop, first we will check if I is equal to s dot index of s dot char I. What we are doing here is we are checking if the character at the ith index is the first time that this character has occurred, because the function index of in Java gives the index of the first time the character occurs. So we will check if it is the same as I. If that is true, we will replace s case1 dot char I. Here what we are doing is we are replacing all the characters which are the same as the character at the I index with the character at the I index of case 1. So like if I is 1, then we are replacing all the characters which are the same as the first character of string s with the first character of string case 1. And if this is not the first occurrence and the if condition is not satisfied, then we will compare the ith element of string s to the ith element of string case 1, and if they are not the same, I is not equal to case 1 then we will make our variable b1 as false. And then we'll break the loop, as once it's false you don't need to check the further indices of the string. And once you are out of the for loop and you have checked all of the indexes, you will check if b1 is still true or not. If b1 is still true after checking case 1, then we will give the output as yes. And if it does come to yes, then we don't have to check the second case and we can directly continue with the rest of the test cases. Now for case 2, you will do the exact same thing, just replace case 1 with case 2 and create a new Boolean variable which could be b2. So here I'm creating a new variable b2 and replacing it everywhere. So if this b2 is true, then again we will output as yes. But if none of these come out to be true, then we will simply output no. And then the program will move on to the next test case. And let's try to put this code and submit it. Okay, as you can see, I have copied the same code over here and let's try to submit it and see if it works. Yes, so the code is correct. I hope that helped. Thank you so much.